Hi everyone, welcome to Amaranth. These are general messages for the collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus and Jupiter placements. Let's get into it. One more thing I wanted to add before we get started here is that I will pick up on the energies of the cards based on the surrounding cards. And the meanings will come through differently every time based on the other cards that are there in the reading. And I get asked this a lot, like how come the meaning of the card is changing? Because the surrounding cards are changing. And I will periodically explain to you why I say what I say, because of the energies of the cards that are there in the reading at that point in time. And I also give you references to the energies that I picked up on the prior cards, and that will affect the meaning of the cards that come after that. So I just wanted to put it out there so that you're mindful of which cards are paired up in the reading. Now, let's get to it. So the first card you have, Sagittarius, is the Hound, and pair number 23. So the number 2, 3, and 5 are coming through strong with this energy. Further, it says loyalty. Yeah, it further says your loyalty is a superpower. The people and projects you commit to will flourish under your steady care. Be the person who shows up, who remembers, who keeps their word. This kind of faithfulness creates bonds that can withstand any storm and bear the sweetest fruit. True loyalty isn't flashy. It's the quiet daily choice to be there, to water the tree, and to enjoy the fruit of that commitment together. So that's what the energy of the sound is. And they're pear trees. Pear trees always stand for, pear trees stand for longevity, for love. It's synonymous to the rose quartz. It has the same energy, bringing love, of commitment, of affection, of loyalty, friendship for a long, long time with longevity. And I feel this energy is asking you to bring that. I mean, not to say that you're not this already, but Sagittarius, your ninth house energy, you're the mutable fire, Your life is the archer that's forward looking, looking into the future, forward horizons, next project, adventures. That's the natural Sagittarius energy. But when you put your energy, the adventure, the spontaneity, the lighthearted, the spark, the warmth, into as a commitment to your family, to your project, to your community, whatever that is, you will see the sweet rewards for that commitment. And commitment is not about containment. It's not feeling bound. It's not feeling restricted. It's not a confinement. It's just a commitment. It's about showing up every single day, being that support system for your family, that solid rock. It's whenever you make a promise or, you show up to keep your word. It's, not only will that build trust in whatever you are doing, but it always also will show you a great amount of progress, success, and appreciation for people. So whatever you're working on, Sagittarius, I feel, whether it's your family, your community, your projects, your relationships, put that effort, put that dedication into it, and be patient, because the rewards will be really sweet. Now, for some of you that naturally like to travel or are traveling for work, for whatever reasons, you might be traveling to explore different places or to learn about different countries and their cultures and philosophies and things like that. This energy is asking you to time and time take periodic breaks and come back home. Have those staycations planned for yourself and for your family so that, you get to spend time with them. You stay devoted to your family. Yeah, and this, I'm going to give you an analogy. It's like when you use a crock pot or that, the slow cooker, and you put all your stuff in it, all the ingredients, and then, you let it cook all day. And in the end, when it's time for the meal, you open it up and you see a nice meal is ready. So it's the crock pot that has cooked and nurtured your ingredients, the ingredients in the crock pot all day, and it stores up a nice meal. So that's the energy, because, yeah, Now, for some of you Sagittarius, I feel that you might be, planning some hiking or biking or walking on trail trips or something adventurous like that with your friends. Celebrated friends that you like, you like to be in their company, or you've been there for a long time together. You might be planning some trips like that outside is what I'm picking up on the energy. Or this could be planning like to go to, or maybe join a institution to learn something, a new subject, a new philosophy, a new faith system or something like that, and completing the course, maybe joining it with your friend, or joining it with a friend, or maybe somebody, at your workplace, something like that. This can also be about, commitment comes in so many ways. Like some of you could be, at a distance from your family. So when you have that routine of calling people, on video chats and video calls or just regular calls, texting them, staying in touch constantly, create that routine, create that connection to strengthen those bonds, to nurture those bonds, even though you could be miles away. So it's that kind of energy. The one person that comes to mind is, in the NBA team, there is a player called Dirk Nowitzki, and he plays for a team called Dallas Mavericks, and he's been there with them for a long, long time. I feel like a few decades, 2 decades or so. And, he's so loyal to that team. And, he's that the rock. He's the rock for the team. People, the team knows that he's a reliable athlete. He's their team player. He's there. He will stick it out through thick and thin and wins and losses and everything. It's that kind of loyalty. I mean, in the athletic team. So some of you could be in those situations as well. The next card you have, Sagittarius, is number 68, and it says drop into your heart. So 68 and 14 are coming through strong with this energy. Now, there is a drop over here. It looks like a pearl, but I feel that this is either it's a raindrop or it's a teardrop. You can look at it both ways. And whatever this is, causing ripple waves to go outwards. It's expanding the energy field of the water, or wherever this is falling, wherever this drop is falling, it's expanding the energetic aura of that object. So I feel that this drop, to me, it looks like a release. It looks like a release of something that is pent up, an emotional release, and once we do that, you might be in that energy and spell of healing yourself, by talking to people and, about things that are pent up in your heart. And when we do this, when we have this release, whether through crying like you are, just talking through, it makes us feel much lighter. It sheds the weight of our heart. It makes us feel lighter. So I feel that some of you could be into that space right now where you want to have those heartfelt conversations with people, It says over here, Father, it is safe to feel. Your heart is not a problem to be solved. It is a compass to be followed. Let down your guard. Allow yourself to be soft and connect to the deepest, most authentic part of you. This is where true healing and connection begins. So, yeah, like I said, you might be just talking to people, having heartfelt conversations, more connected to your heart space. You might be thinking what is right for you, what attracts your heart, not being totally logical. Maybe you're choosing jobs that feel right to you in your heart space. Maybe, you have other decisions that you're making coming from a heart space, which is good, And another thing, while you're healing, while you're releasing this energy, it's okay to do so. It's okay to be in the feels. So don't feel bad about it. Just know that this is a natural process of cleansing, of feeling light. So nothing wrong being honest, nothing wrong being vulnerable. Actually, I also feel that some Sagittarians might be watching some kind of movies and crying. And, when we do that, it just makes us feel so connected to the movie, to the emotions that movie is trying to express, or maybe a show, or maybe a concert. And, it just makes us feel so much more connected to emotions, to the people around us. And also to the sentiment that was echoed in that show or the concert or something like that. So I also feel that some of you might be, going inwards, in a more deeper way. It's like, Sagittarius, you like traveling. Let's be honest. This time with this energy, I feel it's asking you to be more mindful, to be more, I would say, think with your heart. Think with your heart. Like, when you plan travels, you want to just get on and you want to plan item, boarding, transport, accommodation and things like that. You just want to just go and do it. You want to adventure, you want to party, but I feel this energy is encouraging you to take a more heart-centered approach. It's like when you go there, when you're traveling to some place, how do you want to feel? What is the emotion? What is the sentiment that you want to carry back with you after you visited a certain place? Like, do you want to feel lighter? Do you want to feel freer? Do you want some answers that you're one looking for? Or are you just going to appreciate some architecture and things like that? So I feel that this energy will push you or urge you or encourage you to think more deeply in regards to the adventures that you're planning. Like, what do you want out of that? Something like that. And I feel some of you might be going on pilgrimages even because you're associated with the planet Jupiter, which is a very spiritual guru, so you might be planning spiritual pilgrimages that make you feel lighter, more connected to the divine love. Some of you, I do see that you might be even writing letters or notes or thank you notes or heartfelt notes to people in your lives, maybe professional lives, maybe your community, maybe your friends, something which is a very honest and a sweet gesture. So I feel this will bring in more strength to your bonds, will strengthen your bonds, will, just show who you are at at the depth who you are. I'm also getting an image of holy water. Some of you could be actually using, because holy water is not just water, right? It's a blessed water. It has the healing properties because it's been, however it's used by the spiritual authorities. They purify it. They put their energy into it. And holy water drops are, very therapeutic. They are capable of cleansing. Even one drop of holy water, it has the potential to cleanse a person, or cleanse their heart space, cleanse their mind space. So very cleansing holy water energy. Some of you could be consuming that or taking dip in the holy water as well. The next card you have, Sagittarius, is Six of Wands, and Wands is Six of Wands is minor arcana. It's the fire energy. This is your energy, Sagittarius. And you see this person has, like, somebody's putting a wreath, the wreath on the head. That's a symbol of victory, of honoring somebody for their achievements, for their success. There are a lot of people. There is confetti. There is celebration. There is cheering on. You're getting recognized. There is public recognition, either in your community, at your work, in your family, maybe on a city level, country level. Maybe you are on a platform or a TEDx platform. You're giving a motivational speech or something like that. But this is like, Six of Wands is that finishing that, that finish line, crossing that finishing line. When there are Olympics and, the runners are running and they cross the finish line, you see how the proud voice goes from thinking wild. It's that kind of energy that I'm picking up on. You're celebrated right now. You will, either you already are in this energy or you will be stepping into it very soon, Sagittarius, where you're being celebrated. You have owned it. You're getting some titles, promotion, some kind of recognition for the work that you have put in and how far you have come, what you have accomplished. It further says, you did it. Your hard work has paid off. Now is the time to stand in your power, accept the praise, and let your success inspire others. Your one is not just for you. It's a beacon that shows others what is possible. So yeah, victory. Could be small victories, could be big victories. But, people are appreciating you. People are recognizing you. There are compliments. I feel that you're receiving a lot of compliments. And when you get a lot of compliments, take it as serious. Don't dodge it off, Take it, accept it. It's your hard work that's paying off, Some of you might be stepping onto portals to or podcasts to express how you have succeeded and give some tips and inspire the people or, your online, offline community, whatever that is for you. But this is like, knowing that you got it in you to come this far. And this will give you that boost of confidence to take it up a notch, next level, next goal, next phase of whatever you're working on. So this is like, like some of you could actually be winning medals. It says here, you have overcome the challenges. Now receive your laurels. Let the world see the champion that you are. So I do see you've struggled through something in a big, big way, Sagittarius, because Six of Wands comes that, it comes after a lot of struggles, a lot of determination, lot of grit to overcome challenges, and Sagittarius, you are the optimistic sign. You're adventurous. You're always looking forward. You're always aiming towards your goals. Six of Wands is like, I feel it's very natural to you for your energy. And now you are getting the attention. I feel a lot of public attention. You might, for example, like you've been at it, writing a book or creating a craft or painting or something, starting a startup and putting the work into it. Now, this Six of Wands is like your book gets published. It gets positive attention. You're out there. You're giving a tour. You're being interviewed. You get messages from people, fans, saying how lovely the book is and how inspirational it is. It's that kind of an energy where your influence is growing, the reach, you're growing globally, or maybe in your local community even. People are cheering on for you. For some of you, I get that, a lot of medal and trophy energy also. Some of you might be actually into sports, getting those accolades even. And some of you could be representing your countries in some Olympics or some, some competition, and you're being celebrated, and you've been, maybe a parades to welcome you. Maybe there is like, you're getting that hero's welcome is what I'm picking up from this. Some of you could be launching your projects or products and you're seeing huge success. Some of you could be starting startups that is gaining momentum, gaining traction. Being featured in magazines, being spoken about, being written about. Some of you could be actually traveling, globally. Maybe you're educating people and you're being spoken about, you're giving lectures across the world. Or maybe you're just creating a documentary that is getting a lot of appreciation. And that's the energy here. Now, some of you that are in school and universities or born back to school, I feel that this is something really difficult that you enrolled yourself into. And now you finally did it. Maybe it's not the first try. Maybe it's the second try, a third try, or maybe it's the first try. But it's like, you made it. You stuck through it. You persevered. Now you're successful and people are recognizing and throwing a party for honoring you, for upskilling, for rising above. Maybe you're getting promoted. Maybe becoming a big leader. It's like a time of fame for you, Sagittarius. It's like some of you could be actually getting a lot of CLs and customers and things like that, and knowing that your product is doing well. And last but not the least, Sagittarius, you have part number 35, and it says education. Yeah, this is your natural turf, Sagittarius. You're the sign of expansion, 9,000 nerves. You're traveling far and wide. This is the knowledge, ancient wisdom. There is a pelican out here. There is books, there is light which is coming from the book, something that will enlighten you, something that will grow your horizons, will expand your mind. You could be just reading random books, formal books or informal training, whatever that is. But, this will increase your understanding of the subject, or depending on what subject you're reading. It could be general philosophy, which will increase your understanding of the world and things. It could be some subjects that you're studying. I'm also seeing some of you could be keep picking up on cosmic subjects like astronomy and things like that. Like, maybe like you were just stargazing and things like that. Now you want to, I do see some of you would be taking that interest to next level. Maybe you're enrolling for a course in the university, or you're reading some kind of philosophy or something about the stars, maybe astronomy. and you're joining some clubs to, to discuss with people and have their different opinions and views. Something that you are going to pursue. Maybe something which was like, a side gig or a hobby, and now you want to pursue it, as a full-time. I'm also getting some of you traveling to foreign wide locations and using your phone to communicate with people. There's a lot of translation apps now. So I do feel that either you're educating yourself in foreign languages or you're using some kind of apps in order to, communicate with people so that you can travel more far and wide. Now, it further says here, you are never done growing. The quest for knowledge is a noble, exciting journey that makes your life richer and your spirit clearer. Your mind is your greatest tool for adventure. Seek out new information, skills, and perspectives. Every piece of knowledge you gain is a key that unlocks a new door of possibility and freedom. Education is not a chore. It is the ultimate adventure for your soul. So, absolutely, you're brewing, you're learning, maybe you're graduating out of a college or you're enrolling into a college, maybe for a new certification, new skill. Maybe you're reading a lot of books, listening to a lot of information. Maybe you're creating something, maybe you're creating documentaries. Something that will increase your understanding of the subject or of the world. You could be exploring different cultures or learning about philosophies, expanding your perspectives. Just solidifying your knowledge is what I'm getting, and some of you could be actually teaching back, giving back to community. Maybe you're teachers, you're helping students, you're passing on the knowledge, passing down the knowledge that you have acquired so far. And some of you could be just reading up to solve problems, issues, and systems, or just in general, you might be feeling second life and you might be reading up a lot or solving problems by applying that knowledge. I'm also picking up the energy of libraries. There are a lot of libraries that community have, a lot of literacy programs for young adults, kids, everybody of all ages. And this education, the programs that they have is so liberating. It helps you to find employment, teaches you so many tools, gives you so many resources to just, to live the life of your dreams, to create the world that you want, to get better jobs, to just empower yourself. And I feel that you could be into that as well. You could be tutoring people. You could be the volunteer out there helping young kids or adults to read, increase their knowledge and things like that. Now, some of you could be even learning or traveling far and wide to learn some cooking skills, also what I'm picking up. Maybe you want to learn about cooking, different kinds of cuisines, or you might be attending some kind of photography because look at the picture, it's so beautiful. I'm also getting cameras and lenses. So some of you could be learning about photography, traveling to distances, traveling to worlds far and wide. This looks like a place that is out of water. Maybe it looks like Iceland to me. But some place you might be traveling to a rocky place or place by the water, maybe taking photographies of wildlife photographies, birds and oceans and things like that. And some of you could actually be going back to colleges for a second degree, third degree, whatever it is, mastering things, PhDs, and some of you could be, scientists and applying your skills over there. I'm also picking up a lot of upcycling vibes with this, it's called visible mending. There's a lot of workshops that a lot of communities are offering now, where they're actually offering, knowledge and knowledge on how to upcycle things, codes, older tools, devices, instead of throwing them away. How can you upcycle it? And some of you could be just coaching, students in universities or students online or some kind of sports coach you could be as well. So, Sagittarius, these being general messages, well, they are differently in your lives. Let me know how these energy play out in your life or in the environment around you. And hope you enjoyed your messages. So, thank you guys for joining. Please subscribe and hit the like if you enjoyed the content. And I will see you in the next one. Take care, guys. Bye for now.